Thank you very much to our host, respected Shri Oriental Lota, Additional Secretary, Department of Industries and Commerce, Government of Nagaland, Pastor Chandalasung B. Baptist Church, our most respected Lota Students Union President and his team, Planning Committee led by the convener, council members, dignitaries, especially of the Liphanyan village, dear delegates of the 52nd Lota Students Union General Conference, and my dear fellow members from the CNSA who took the trouble to accompany me throughout the program since yesterday. It is unfortunate to say that my Vice President and our former President, Libimo Tsoboy, couldn't make it to the program because of what has been happening to him. So it is our earnest prayer that God give him recovery at the earliest so that we can still meet again and we can continue with the works that have been bestowed upon us. Central Nagaland Students Association brings warm greetings, especially to our Lota brothers and sisters, our student fellows. And I would like to thank our Lota Students Union for inviting us, especially to a very auspicious program today, which I just want to talk about the root of it also, the culture behind each and every tribe of Nagaland. Our LSU team led by our most capable president, Mr. Ashantong, and his team had always been working relentlessly for the upliftment of our student community. And today, this conference is a testimony of what they have done throughout the year so that the future generation can learn from them. And their effort, their sacrifice will never go in vain. Today, all the delegates who are attending this conference should keep one thing in mind. What are you taking back from this conference? Are you coming here just to visit the Liphanyan village? Are you coming here just to enjoy the hospitality? Or are you coming here just because your student leaders or your family, your friends have urged you to come? Take something valuable today and make that your stronghold for tomorrow. I would once again like to thank our LSU for the wonderful gift from the land of plenty. God has bestowed us with a lot of blessings, a lot of resources, and if our people can use it judiciously and wisely, I can see our Lota people, our Oka, into a very prosperous district. God has given you oil. God has given you a good river, which produce electricity for us. God has even bestowed you with rock and stone. I am from Mugukchung. I belong to the Ao community. We used to come to Woka to get stone for our stone works. It's not because we don't have stones there. We do have stones there. But what we have also learned, the quality of the stone is much better here. Ini aku sudah mege. Okala pathor to pishi tana se gushe. Main road bunai libi 2 saal jamu gushe. I don't know how far it's true because I have no technical knowledge of that. But God has bestowed enough blessing among all the districts in Nagaland that you shouldn't be proud of that, but you should be more humble and you should try to use it in a very judicious way so that our land can produce something for us which can make us wealthy. But we should never misuse that. We should never abuse the land. So with the tagline, Land of Plenty, I urge our Lotha community to one day show the world that how prosperous we are and what we have garnered ourselves from our land. You see, I just want to touch something about culture as well, because just like any other exotic animals or plants that are getting extinct these days, culture is also getting extinct in a very rapid way. This particular shawl signifies that I belong to the Ao community. But it doesn't mean that anyone who is wearing this shawl or putting on this shawl belongs to the Ao community. Because there's again another thing that differs you and that makes you who you are, and that is language. Language. It's a proficiency that you should learn foreign language. There's no harm in it. Korean shigawi, Japan shigawi, Chinese shigawi. I just feel like Nagas are much acquainted with Korean, so I know a thing or two, nah? But even me, I tend to remember my language. Because language will, at the end of the day, distinguish you from who you are. I don't remember the exact name of a tribe, but I just came across like few years back in the newspaper about a certain tribe in Andaman Nicobar Island. Their tribe is still there, but they've already forgotten their language. And the only surviving lady who knew the language died like 4 or 5 years ago, and it was published in the local dailies. So now their tribe speaks another tribe's language, not their own language. So there is a risk factor that particular tribe is already wiped out. Researchers can confirm that once the language is gone, that particular tribe is gone. Nijorge au manwasuguna amibi au khodaku na pareledo. Even if I speak Korean, even if I speak Japan, even if I China, whatever it is, that will never make me a Korean, a Japanese, or a Chinese. But at the end of the day, I should be a Naga. But how can I make myself assured to others that I'm a Naga? You can buy this anywhere. You can get all the traditional attires that they're putting on now in the market. It's plenty. But there's an issue again. You don't even know the meaning of what you're wearing. The kind of beads, the kind of bones, whatever are there in each and every Naga traditional attires has a name and has a meaning attached to it. Even our name has a meaning to it. I am Arsinapungan. That's what my parents gave me. And it has a deep meaning in it. My forefathers had done something good and which they want to follow the tradition to keep that alive. So they put it in name to their children, to their grandchildren. So the kind of relation, the kind of friendship, the kind of bond goes on. But it's so sad that today even Nagas, we prefer to use foreign names, which has no meaning for us. Or else, Naga mano busti ki bhi naam alag alag dibu dakishe to. California B, California C, D, huh? But it has no meaning to it. So each and every village has a name and which signifies how that village was, how it is formed. So my dear fellow students, since we are all part of the Central Nagaland and since we are all part of the Nagas, and at the end of the day we are all going back to our own homes, to your own village, to your own house, to your own particular self, and that particular day you should know who you are. because things start from there only. I just want to convey a little lesson which I feel like is very important. Nagaland is running in a very fast pace. I don't know where it's heading. Because the youths of today can see their future. Today I will not elaborate much about the RIN, the Register of Indigenous Inhabitants of Nagaland. But I just want our congregation settled here today to know what is RIN, just in a brief way. What is RIN? RIN is there to protect your identity. RIN is there to preserve your culture. RIN is there to preserve your indigenous right. But the government of Nagaland is reluctant to approve RIN. We have seen the draft list of Assam. More than 25 lakhs illegal voters were detected. So when all of them were detected, they were deported to their respective countries because they came illegally. Today, Nagaland needs RIN to be implemented because there are people from outside who are coming here and claiming themselves to be Nagas. And they acquire the indigenous certificate. They even have the right to vote. Can you go and vote outside of Nagaland? Like, of course, you can take your vote from here to anywhere in India. That's how the government of India might have approved, and they've approved that as a citizen of India. But you simply just can't go to another state and make your own voting card there. You have to start from your indigenous state only, your indigenous village only. But it's safe to say, because of the non-implementation of RIN, the Banu Commission and the JCPI has detected more than 3-4 lakhs illegal voters in Nagaland who are not Nagas or Nagas of Nagaland. Then whom are they voting for? How did we give them the right to vote in our place? Register of Indigenous Inhabitants of Nagaland will protect us. It will preserve the culture. It will preserve the shawl that I'm wearing today. It will preserve the language that I'm talking today, the native language. But if we're not careful about RIN, Nagaland will soon become another Tripura in Northeast, where we will be dominated by outsiders. So as a youth, as a young students who are seated here, I sincerely urge each and everyone to go think about it. You can go, you can Google it, what is RIN, everything is written there in detail. RIN should be implemented at any cost because that will safeguard our identity, that will safeguard our tradition, our culture. And that will differentiate from who is who. Who are the Nagas? So when I talk about who are the Nagas, it doesn't mean that our brothers who are living outside of the Nagaland are not Nagas. A time will come when things will clarify on its own. So we are not against anybody, but we are just here to protect our own right. Your household matter belongs to you only. It's only you who can solve it. It's only you who can protect it. दूसरा मनो है ना अपने लोग घोड़े अपने घोड़े काम न करो दे. It's you only. And if you can't do it, people will just watch over you. Nijor muriwo. There are a lot of rumors about the Liphanyan foothill bridge, which was supposed to be inaugurated twice, but it has been cancelled. There is a story behind it. Since I myself being a part of the Nagaland Foothill Road Committee under the name Young Naga Action Committee for Foothill, I've been to meeting a lot of time. We've come here a lot. Why the bridge is not able to be, why the bridge is not still inaugurated? The government had tried, but there are certain stories behind it. And until and unless that story is let known to the people, that particular bridge can never be inaugurated. This road belongs to the people, the 13 affected tribes. Of course, the government has given some certain amount of money, certain amount of compensation for the road and the bridge. But this was initiated by the people. People of the 13 affected tribes, which include even our eastern brothers. Yesterday I was in Mon and Evan talk about our foothill road and the grievances, the issues that we are facing. So it's time that we come together as one and fight for our own right. Because Nagaland is in such a state that it's the public only who should be the opposition. We should raise our voice. We should make known our demands. Because you can never be deprived of your rights. Today we are talking about the inequitable distribution. What we are demanding is that the government should look after the entire state of Nagaland, all the districts as one. A time will come maybe when the government will do that. But as of now, we see a lot of anomalies. That's why I urge our youngsters, the youths of the day, the students, to think about tomorrow. Tomorrow, we never know what might happen, but still then, we plan for something. We at least plan for tomorrow. So what are the plans? The plan should be important. Not about what to wear tomorrow, where to go, what to eat, whom to meet. These are also certain plans. But please think, what will happen to me tomorrow? What will happen to Nagaland tomorrow? Where is Nagaland heading? Tomorrow is very important for us. If you just think about what to eat, where to go, how to dress, whom to meet, what to buy, when to play, if you're just concerned about your daily chores, then I just feel like your future is bleak. It's dark. But if you plan about what to do tomorrow for Nagaland, or where does my future stand, how am I going to survive in Nagaland? That's a big issue. Ama baba ra khela bre to pet bhota hoina whole life na thakibo dei. Holbi kali ami nijor bi ki bisarna khabo. What is my future tomorrow? That's very important. So I pray for a very successful conference, since our conference is still tomorrow. And I'd like to congratulate our team also, our planning committee, the village, the host, everyone, especially the delegates, because without you, the conference would be null and void. So I urge our congregation seated here tonight, at least take something from this conference. Take it home, nourish it, study it, keep the thing alive. So one day we will see, from the land of plenty, we can see youths, leaders coming up with a vision for a better Nagaland. God bless the conference. God bless Lothai Students Union.